What am I putting in this tea if I ain't got what's supposed to be on here? I hope I'm not gonna be allergic, because I know I'm allergic to these niggas. Hello there, and welcome. It's your favorite Grammy-nominated cousin on your daddy's side, Durand Bernarr. And this is Tea Time with SpringHill. So today I will be putting together a custom tea just for you using some spices that you might have heard of and some that we don't know how to pronounce yet. But we're gonna figure that out later on today, so stick around. Me trying to blend my own tea before, we're doing that today for the first time in the way that we're doing it now. But outside of that, a little chamomile, a little throat coat, ginger honey crystals too. All right, now if for the real girls who know, okay? This teapot right here that we have is very demure. It is very mindful. But you know what? We are tapping into our soft life, okay? We don't want to do eras, okay? Because era is something that is going to be just for a specific time, then we're going to move forward. I need a soft life. So this represents softness in the life that we're trying to live. All right, now, we got all these herbs laid down before us, okay, laid prostrate. All right, we're gonna piece these things together and see what we can cook up. All right, now. Okay, so we're gonna get some ashwagandha. Okay, where you at, sis? So we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of this, just a little bit of components. We don't wanna overdo it, okay, with the ash and the wagash, okay? We wanna just be plentiful. The biggest lesson that the industry has taught me thus far is consistency. Speaking of consistency, we're using a little bit of black maca. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. And it works with libido, okay? And we love a healthy, sanctified libido, amen. Back when I was a children, my mother had an herb guy, and his name was Darnell. Darnell would be getting my mother all type of colloidal silver and chlorophyll. My mother didn't raise no, bitch-ass immune system. She made sure that I had all the things that I needed, so I'm not afraid of no, a little bit of, what is this? Oh yeah, we need a little bit of devil's claw. We don't like pain, babe. We need pain relief. Just a little bit of sprinkling that right there. Yes, and moving on, the industry, yes, my ADHD, forgive me. Consistency. You never know what's going to stick. You never know what's going to go viral. You never know whose ears this art that you have is going to lay on. So you just got to keep doing it. And this is my, year 20 of me doing this, and I'm just now getting nominated for a Grammy. Okay, so ta-da. My confidence in myself and finding the rhythm of my drum came from my parents and how they support me, how they've been rooting for me, how they gave me skills, to be able to operate through just daily life, not just in one area. And those things have carried me through very far to where just the rapport that I have with people is a testament to that. And by the way, I would like to say that I am the best thing that happened to my parents, okay, ever in life. Okay, they might have found each other in holy matrimony. That is wonderful and great. Okay, we're gonna let you finish. However, when I came along, the whole world stopped. And they had to carry on with me. Okay, make room for Prince Ali, make way for, sorry. What were we talking about? Ooh, being an artist and a musician can affect your mental health in multiple ways. We're using some hibiscus, by the way. I just love the smell of it. Okay, when we have a little hibiscus lemonade. You have to stay grounded. I think it's important to make sure you have people around that keep you anchored, to remind you of yourself and why you got to where you were, where you started in the first place. You also have to love this, or else it will whoop your ass a little bit harder than those of us who actually do love it. We need some of this. So these leaves right here, these are gonna help with anti-inflammatory things of that nature going on in your bloodstream. Okay, so we'll make sure we don't want to be doing that. Wait a minute, why am I doing this? Why can I just do like this here? Okay, just working hard and not smarter, Lord. Is this cinnamon? Yes, that's fresh cinnamon. Man, the concept of following your path to create your own sound is, you're a student all the time. Also, is all this stuff getting in here? Am I putting it up? You always have to be in student mode because can't sniff too hard, okay? What was the question again? So I found my path by always being a student, always being a sponge, surrounding myself with people that know what they're doing, that I feel that are smarter than I am, more skilled than I am. That's the only way that you're really gonna grow and sharpen yourself. I love being around people who can do things with their voice that my voice can't do. You know, I might learn a thing or two. Baby, did I ever tell you the time that I met Layla halfway? And she tried to teach me her sorcery that she does with her voice when she sang 2 notes at the same time. Baby, I was over here. Couldn't do it, okay? See, you have to stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to, okay? We're gonna use a little bit of maple syrup on their ass. We're gonna do just a little bit of this in here. That was something I got from Badu, okay? Because can't nobody do Badu like she do. All right, y'all, so we got our herbs and everything together and prepared for the glory. I trust myself, I think. So while the tea sits here, I'm going to spill some of my own tea. So I just released my project, Bloom, and it means being loved outside of myself. Sorry, it's not an acronym, I'm just playing. It talks about love, and it is decentering romantic love. Okay, it's talking about the love that we have with our friends and our community and our tribe and the people that went from friends to family. It represents warmth, it represents creativity, inspiration, motivation, accountability. It also represents being high because we're in a garden, okay? And what else is in a garden? Weed. There are various feelings that one can feel when releasing a body of work. One being, are they gonna like it? What song is going to take me to the next level? Because that's the beautiful thing about music is it doesn't expire. Also, a feeling of accomplishment, like relief. Like, I finally got it out. Now I can release it from my clutches and it's for y'all now. The only anxious part about releasing an album would probably be if there were like any last minute pivots that have to be made quickly. I think every project that I've done, there's been a moment of having to pivot, but I'm so used to pivoting because you gotta be light on your toes. When you can get your balance together, you know, pivoting and figuring out, okay, what else, how else can we maneuver this? Because it's not about, oh, I guess this isn't gonna work. No, the front door didn't work, bet there's a side door, a back door, okay? There's a hatch to go up underneath the basement. Okay, how are we getting up in here? All right, y'all, we have reached the point of no return. Okay, so we're gonna find out what the verdict is, all right? Okay, I feel like we're gonna need a little bit more. Just a little bit.
It's getting ridiculous.
That was the amount that I wanted. It's light. I do smell the cinnamon, a hint of cinnamon. This is perfect, actually. I did what needed to be done. Okay, just like that album. The things were done with this. Y'all want some? I would call this the Afternoon Delight. Afternoon Delight. Y'all know that song, that's before y'all time. He's a good man, Savannah. A good man. Well, everybody, looks like we have come to the end of our segment. Please make sure that you check out Bloom. It's wonderful. It will definitely brighten up your skin, lower your cholesterol, and regulate your hairline, amen. And before I leave, I would like to leave you with some affirmations. If I make sense, don't try to fold me. That's what folks that went to school, all right?